being modest. Let me just say, this girl has worked with the likes of Chanel, Valentino, Loriana, Brunello Cucinelli. Like, she's on the brand trip. She's sitting front row. Hey all stars, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Style for Success, Dressed Like a Boss. Today I have a very, very special guest with me, a dear friend, someone I've known for almost 10 years at least.
Yeah. Wow,
yeah.
Time flies.
I know, right? We've been doing this blogger thing / influencer thing for a very long time.
I know. I was going to say you were like one of my first influencer friends
I
that I met when I started out in Atlanta.
I know. So, but I'm not going to ruin the introduction. I'm going to let her introduce herself. But Willie, you have to come and say hi to, because we have another special guest. Willie, are you going to say hi to the camera? Come say hi. The All-Stars will love you. Look at this beauty. Willie's here too. You guys have seen Willie in the vlogs. You've seen Willie in the vlogs. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. So Willie's going to join us for this interview as well. So I'm going to go straight into the first question. Tell us about yourself and what do you do in the fashion industry?
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Coco Basey. I am a New York and Atlanta based content creator.
I gave her crap the last time. She was like, I'm a New York content creator. I said, what about Atlanta?
Yeah.
You're from Atlanta too.
So yeah, I was like, it started out in Atlanta. I lived there for like 7 years. And then I did this whole big transition at the beginning of 2020 where I quit my job finally. It took a while. So I think that's also, maybe we'll get to that later, but like, I feel like it's always another question a lot of creators get is like, how soon or when do I know I'm ready to quit my job? It took me a while. Like I started in 2013 with my blog and content creation journey. And I honestly didn't quit my job till like 2020. So.
And I remember I was on you all the time. I was like, Coco, when are you going to quit your job? When are you going to quit your job?
I finally did, moved to New York. It was like just probably one of the best things I could have done for my business. And it's been really great since then. Yeah.
She's being modest. Let me just say, this girl has worked with the likes of Chanel, Valentino, Loriana, Brunello Cucinelli. Like, she's on the brand trip. She's sitting front row. Legit. So if you don't believe me, go check out her handle. What's your handle? Let them know.
It's Coco Basey.
There you go. All across social media, and you'll see what I'm saying. So yeah, she's being very modest and humble, and we love her for that. But she's killing it. She knew what she wanted, and she went for it. And every time I see you in the ads or on the trips with front row, I'm always at Dior. You did Dior too, right?
I've done Dior, yeah.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? So because it's like you don't get to see a lot of us sitting front row. And when I mean us, I mean girls that look like us. So it's always nice to see her go above and beyond and hit those spots and be in those spaces. And she occupies those spaces with grace. So I'm proud of you. One thing about me, yes, I'm a toot the horn of my friends. I know she gets uncomfortable when I say all this, but it's true. And I think we need to acknowledge women killing it, women succeeding, especially in these spaces where we literally have to fight harder, work harder, be smarter to show up and get our flowers. So I'm going to give you those praises because you deserve them. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So I know we can be here for a long time and I'm trying to make this time efficient because we got another interview coming up. But yes, let's go into question number 2. Can you describe your signature style and how has it evolved over the years? What elements do you think are essential for a powerful, chic look?
Okay. So if I was to describe my style, it's very much like everyday pieces. I feel like I'm always in a lot of wardrobe basics, but I love like seeing pieces that are really high quality or like with a twist on it, so you'll see like a classic button up, but maybe it's cropped. Maybe there's like, just something special about the fabric and fit that makes it just a little bit more special. I'm also really tall, so I tend to stay away from the super high heels. My sister always makes fun of me but it's comfort. I think probably comfort is the biggest thing.
But you make comfort look very chic. And that's one thing you have stayed true to that. Yeah. We can go to a party of all parties. This girl will come as she wants to come. And, I've seen that happen at the sax party. It was like, she's like, I showed up for comfort. Y'all can kill yourself. But the thing is, who were they photographing? Who were, everybody was you.
Oh.
So that goes to show, that tells me that you have to be true to your style and people will respond to you that way. First of all, you have to figure out what your style is, what works for you, and stay true to it.
I love that. Yeah, 100%. But I always will respect like a full dressed up moment, and you do those so well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So question number 3, items you wish you duped. What are you happy you didn't buy?
Ooh. Items I wish I had duped. This might be a little bit controversial, but like when it comes to
we love controversy.
when it comes to luxury brands, the jewelry, it's really always high ticket prices. And to be completely honest, like it's always like it's costume jewelry at the end of the day, unless you're buying like the fine jewelry. Mm-hmm. So, it's beautiful and I still fall for it every time. But those ticket earrings are not worth $1,000.
Funny enough,
I will still wear mine.
I know, right? Funny enough, I kid you not, Monroe, the same thing.
Yeah.
She wore hers. She's like, look, there's a dent here. There's a dent there. So she's like, because it kept on denting anytime it fell and the back was in thing, she just went to go buy the dupes.
Yeah.
She's like, I
think
still
I
wear
saw
them.
her in Paris and we were both wearing them.
Yeah.
We were like comparing the dents in our earrings.
Yes. And I'm like, and it's the thing is, and I was saying this because there's another question about brands who tried it. And I was kind of talking about Chanel. I'm like, for me, it's like, even though I buy the real thing, sometimes I wish I duped. And then I'm like, but because of my background in luxury, I've always been anti-dupe. Yeah. So it's hard for me. And I'm trying to get into it because I'm just like, I feel stupid. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I'll be honest and say I feel stupid when I buy certain things where I see the dupes are so good, or then I see such a great like complimentary item that complements that, and I'm like, but why did I do that? I know better.
Yeah.
But you just can't help it when you love some of these things. It's like,
and it's also almost like a mindset thing where even though I know they were not worth that ticket price, because it's from that brand, I will like take care of it better than I would an Amazon pair of earrings.
Yes, and you're right. I think that's what it is, because I bought things, not necessarily dupes, but I bought things that were less expensive, and I find that I don't treat them well.
Just missing 3 weeks later.
And I'm just like, Even my Amazon sunglasses that I got, that I'm like, I still love them, but. Yeah.
You're aware that they're
I'm aware they're there. Exactly. And that's what it is. Yeah. And I think that's the truth that people don't say. We shop the name brands. We shop the brands. We give them more value. Even if the Banana Republic option is just as nice, we're going to favor the Bottega option. And that's just the reality, right? Exactly. Say la vie. Say, it is what it is. It's reality. And we're keeping it real. Okay. So what are you happy you didn't buy?
Things that I'm happy I did not buy. Let me think. Maybe the one thing that comes to mind that I really, really wanted last year, and I'm trying to remember the exact name of the style. Loewe has this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That bag, that cute little.
Yeah, squeeze.
Yeah, squeeze. I think it's called the squeeze. Yeah.
It's super cute, and I still really love it. But like last year, I really, really wanted it, and I didn't end up buying it. I wanted it in a dark red, which now is like a color trend that's everywhere.
Right.
But I ended up like getting a dark red bag and like from Chanel that I like a lot better. So, it's like, so I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times when we see things that come out new, like it's easy to like want to pull the trigger right away, but it's always kind of good to like give yourself a couple months. See,
and you're good for that. Considering this girl is like a luxury girly, you're really good at not just jumping on things. For me, I'm like, oh, I want it. Like, give me everything. But you step back a little bit, and then you
see what's going on.
Yeah. So I like that, right? Honestly, this new year, I'm like, I've already told myself, you need to revisit your spending habits and how you just throwing all your money on this stuff, and then especially having these conversations. Not only I know that they're helpful for you guys, but also for me, because I keep on hearing people their opinions, what they're happy they didn't buy, their shopping habits, their shopping techniques, and I'm just like, Kayla was making fun of me. She's like, you just go into the store, you just be buying stuff. And I'm just like, I know. And I'm like, why do I do that?
But I feel like when you're talking to New York girls, we're like unlimited closet space.
That part,
so
yeah.
there's that factor too.
Yeah.
You gotta like think twice. If something's coming in, something's gotta go out.
Well, but that's the thing. Even you haven't been to the new house yet, but with the space that I have, every closet is full. And I just did a closet clean out, had my girls come over, $5-10, just take it, leave, you know, and it's full again. Because after that, I did, you know, the spring collection. So people are sending me multiple stuff to do styling for. And I'm just like, I have no space again.
It's always revolving.
It's always revolving. So it's like, that's why I really had to have that come to Jesus moment with myself. It's like, you can't keep on consuming like this. And I'm a minimalist at heart. So it's just like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
But yes. Anyway, on to the next question. Question number 4. What brands do you think are winning right now? What brands are worth every penny? And who is trying it?
Okay.
And when I say who's trying it, who's
like,
just doing the most? Yes.
Okay. What brands are winning right now? I think from like a quality perspective, I will always say Bottega Veneta. Like when I'm in Europe, that's probably the store that I always go to. Like I will shop at other places, but like if it comes to a good quality bag, I will always depend on Bottega for that. And I like the minimalness of, I mean, you'll know it's a Bottega bag, right?
Exactly.
Like the weaved leather and everything is very signature to them. But in a lot of other ways, it's not as like
in your
logo
face,
in your face, but it's just like beautiful, well done, amazing leather pieces. And so if anyone ever asked me like what brand they should like put money into for their first designer bag, I will always say Bottega. Who is trying it? Let me think. Ooh, that's a tough one. What am I not liking right now?
Or who do you think they're not liking? Their designs are maybe boring. Who's overpricing? All of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple on my list, but I would probably say top of mind would say Balenciaga because they're literally trying to make their way back.
Literally. That's a good one. I don't think anyone said Balenciaga. Yeah. That's a good one.
They were like on everyone's no-buy list last year.
Yeah.
They're definitely trying to make a comeback. We saw like I think they hired Kim Kardashian as the new face.
I know.
Which I guess if you're going to make a comeback, what better way than to like find probably one of the most famous people in the world.
That's true.
I don't know. Time will tell to see like what, you know, how things are going to look for them in the future. There are designs from them that I love, but I think just like from an ethical standpoint, I hope, and we've had a number of those like, you know, wake up calls for brands. I feel like it gets to a certain point that like how many times are we going to let these things, you know, like slip through and then say, whoops, you know? So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Whether if you need better people on your team. That's what I always say, you know, a lot of times the people that they put up there, you just wonder, you're like, how the hell did you get this job? Because there's no consideration of societal impacts or things going on, or, you know, and it's like, and some people are not talented. They just have the jobs. Or just like
a lot of good connections.
Right. That part. Because otherwise, like, how does that even happen?
It's
like,
crazy.
Does nobody have kids?
So bad. So bad.
So right?
Terrible.
Like, there was, because, you know, at times, at least for me, I think as the artist in me, I try to like,
separate.
Yeah, no, but I try to give it like a different viewpoint, you know, and try to figure out, okay, what could like, okay, maybe this, or, you know, I'm always trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, number one. And I'm always trying to see, like, especially when it comes to art, well, maybe there might be a different take as an artist. So but with this, I'm like, there's just nothing, like.
There's no way to reinterpret it.
Exactly. I'm like, it's just silly. It was silly. I can't even use the word that I really wanted to use, but I'm like, right? Okay. All right. Anywho, question number 5. What fashion trends and accessories are a big no as far as you're concerned?
Big no. I know last year, like, the Minnie Mouse shoe style was kind of everywhere.
Yes.
It's just a no for me. Who was doing them? I know Loewe had a pair, and there were like a couple other brands that did just like the really big, almost like cartoony.
Animated, that Mischief red. But that was on my items. I'm happy. I didn't buy them. Like, people really bought this. Like. Like, that's what we're doing?
What was that?
But you're right, there was a lot of animated fashion last year. And I'm like,
it didn't make sense.
Why?
And it felt very much like people buying these things for social media because
Yes.
not once have I seen any one of those shoes in real life.
And you live in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you haven't seen them in New York
They're
and you
not
go to
wearing
Europe
them
a
here,
lot,
guys. Yeah.
then who's wearing them? Like,
Yeah.
really? Because I know they ain't wearing them in
Yeah.
Atlanta. You know they're not wearing them in the South because people be looking at it like, and I know they ain't wearing that in Africa because it's hot as hell.
No
So
way.
please, where are we wearing these things to? That's the question.
Yeah, let's leave them on the shelf.
Right? Honestly, that part. Okay. So, question number 6. What fashion trends, accessories do you want all, well, in your case, you don't have clients, but do you want all your social media followers, family, posse? Do you have a name for your social media followers?
I don't. Maybe you should come up with something crazy.
Yeah, we should. Let's think about that. But what trend would you tell them they have to try this year?
I feel like I just talked about this a couple of minutes ago, but I am just so obsessed with this dark red, like, accessory pop that's everywhere right now. Ferragamo came out with something a little more like fire engine red, and then Gucci came out with their Ancora red that I am obsessed with.
That's a good
it looks
red.
so rich, and
Yes.
it's like the kind of that like dark cherry red, like it goes with literally everything, and it's just such a nice accent, almost to the point where it almost feels like a neutral because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
That's a good one. Willie, what's going on? I really's like, who that is? Who's back there? Okay, I like that. So there you go, guys. Make sure you're trying red. Even I've gotten another red bag. I'm getting more into red. I'm finding myself. Funny enough, I didn't have a lot of red, but red looks great on
It
it.
looks great. Yeah. Especially if you've got a little bit of melanin.
Right. All right. Question number 7. What practical advice can you offer women looking to enhance their wardrobe without breaking the bank?
Mm-hmm. I think just really dressing for your body. Especially on social media now, it's so easy to like see an outfit. And there's so many, beauty comes in so many different forms, but I also feel like now we are really assaulted with so many images of like surgically enhanced bodies, and of course 100% to each their own. But I think also it does leave a lot of women feeling a little bit insecure, or maybe you see like a certain body type trying an outfit that looks beautiful on her, and then it just does not always translate to your own body type. So I think it's just really knowing your body and dressing for it. And no matter what, no matter how expensive or cheap or, like your outfit is price-wise, you'll always look good when you're dressing for your body.
100%.
I think a good example, like I don't like showing my midsection. I am a legs girl all day. So like, give me a mini skirt and I'll like go like with something more, either like a blazer or like more layered or more like loose fitted on top, because I like my legs and I'd rather show those off if I'm going to show a little bit of skin, and I'm sure like you also have like a favorite asset you like showing off too, and
legs and my arms.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with me, and not necessarily a fan of my midriff area. I usually don't wear fitted dresses, so me wearing this fitted dress right now, even, thank you. I'm feeling my, if I'm going to be honest, I am feeling myself in this dress. Yeah, I really am. And this is, I have those moments where I was just like, why don't I wear fitted dresses again? But yeah, I get it. Like, because I have my, I love my legs, I love my arms. Not a huge fan of my mid area after having babies. I got I say it looks like as if a tiger came in and was like,
no. But then I feel like even when you're going to showrooms and stuff, for me, like I have a bigger bust, so that's another reason why I don't like do a lot of like skin up top, and like a lot of the sample sizes in showrooms, it's just like I look at a top and I'm like, no, next.
Right.
And you just know what works for you. Another girl will look amazing. Like I wish I could rock a cropped corset the way like I've seen some of my friends do, but it's just not for me. I'm like I would look great in it, but it's just like a little bit, just too much cleavage, too much of like what I would not be comfortable with, and your discomfort will always show in your outfit.
Yes, that part. And that's why it's so important to make sure you understand your body type. Make sure you understand what works for your wardrobe. I think social media should serve as inspiration to recreate things that work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Never feel the need or feel inclined to just grab a look that you see and like, I have to buy this whole look. No. If you want to buy that whole look, try it on first. See how you can style it to make it work within your wardrobe and your lifestyle and just what you feel comfortable in. Because if you don't,
Mhm.
everybody's going to know. So you might feel like a bad bee, but everybody can see you like fidgeting and doing all that. And then you won't even believe it. You know, after you leave your house and you're fidgeting, you won't believe that anymore. So yeah, 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
100%. All right, we got one more question. All good things have to come to an end. So, question number 8, the last question. In your opinion, how does dressing like a boss impact a woman's confidence and overall success in both her personal and professional life?
Yeah, we were just talking about this. Like, your comfort is a big part of your everyday confidence. Like, you walk out, you feel like your true self, like you feel like you're putting your best self forward. And I think confidence is probably the best accessory that you can put on every morning on your way out.
100%.
Like, I think that it just makes all the difference. And, you know, like in that confidence and like feeling like yourself, like it's always going to be unique. Even if you're like, we could wear the same outfit, but you would style it a little bit differently, or like maybe roll up a sleeve, or, you know, whatever it is, it just makes it more you. And I would do the same thing of what makes it more me. And just like feeling like yourself really just, it makes all the difference.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, my
Thank you for
love.
having me.
Mwah. Always a pleasure.
Oh,
Willie, how did we do? Did you enjoy the conversation? Willie's a fashion baby, guys. He's a fashion baby. His collar is stylish. Is this Hermes?
It is.
Honey, Willie's got an Hermes collar, baby. Willie is styling and profiling, and he knows it. He knows it. He's such a sweetie pie. Thank you so much, All Stars, for watching this episode. Go, please do yourself a service. Go ahead and follow Coco. Her handle, she's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You need to do more. Yes, you are. She needs to do more YouTube. Please let the girls know your handle. Let the All Stars know so they can check you out.
It's all Coco Basey.
Yes, and that's across the board.
Yeah.
And Pinterest. Yeah. Her Pinterest be popping. For the Pinterest girlies, I have a friend. She doesn't do any social media. She only does Pinterest. So when we make fun of her, we're like, oh yeah, did they post that on Pinterest? So she knows who she is. Go follow Coco on Pinterest.
I love it.
But guys, no, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you never miss a video. I do fashion. We do vlogs. We do the work. So basically, if you love my vibe, just go ahead and subscribe because we have fun here. In addition to that, check out my Instagram page and TikTok and oddbymonica.com. So on Instagram and TikTok, it is oddbymoni. And then oddbymonica.com has tons of style inspo, tons of everything else. Pinterest as well. And it's just a fun shopping place. I've been doing the blog this is going to be year 12. So there's a lot of content, right? There's a lot of content, a lot to consume. Also, guys, don't forget to smash that like button because you know this was a good video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, All Stars. Bye, guys. Yay. Say bye, Willie. Say bye. Say bye. Bye.